So this Red Panda, which is the name for a popular unicycle performer, injured at halftime of a WNBA game. Okay? And let's look at that game. Look at the score of that game. 74-59, the Fever defeat the Lynx. That's interesting because as I record this now, it's 7-4, which is Independence Day in the United States, celebrated on 7-4. Fever with the victory. They score 74 points in that game. But look at this. Halftime equals 74. Halftime's got that 74 in that ABC 123 cipher. So the Fever score 74. We have the halftime performer, Red Panda, injured, falling off the unicycle. Halftime equals 74. Independence Day 74. The Fever pick up the victory, scoring 74 points. And it was the during the intermission of the WNBA Commissioner's Cup final between the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx on Tuesday. So we get that nice 74 connection. There's probably some symbolism with Red Panda. There's probably some heavy symbolism here in the language with that nickname Red Panda. A Chinese American acrobat who performs under the stage name Red Panda, named after the animal with the same name. Let's look at panda. Let's look up a red panda real quick. Here's a red panda, endangered. The lesser panda, also known as the lesser panda, is a small mammal native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. It has dense reddish-brown fur with a black belly and legs, white-lined ears, a mostly white muzzle, and a ringed tail. That's the red panda right there. Okay? We're going to watch her fall. We're going to watch her fall. All right. She falls, and that looks like it hurt. It looked like she was falling forward, like going to take a face plant, but she lands on her behind. Ooh, we don't get to see her hit, but damn, that looked like it hurt. So this may help. So this is gonna. It looked like a real fall, right? Maybe this is some kind of ritual or something. I don't know. Again, there's something with Red Panda. Definitely something going on here because look at these. Because first off, she's a unicycle performer, and that syncs up with her name. Check that out. So this is what you become. That's her name, Rong Niu. Was that a good guess? Rong Niu. Excuse me if it's wrong, but wrong new sounds better. Look at that. 98 and 81, and you're a unicycle performer, also 98 and 81 in the language. It's a Chinese American woman who comes from a family of performing acrobats. Her act is composed of her riding on her custom built unicycle, which stretches about 8 feet above the court, and balancing custom made bowls on her lower leg before flipping them atop her head. They say the unicycle stretches about 8 feet above the court. This was Tuesday, 7/1, July 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. You also get 8 numerology on the day, and you get that, even that 17 date numerology, 1 7 on the first day of the 7th month. And again, 1 plus 7 is 8. She has performed at countless basketball games, including Game 5 of the NBA Finals last month. Game 5 was on the 16th day of the 6th month, 166. She falls off the unicycle. The Minnesota Lynx are involved in the game. Minnesota Lynx equals 166. How about that? And that was OKC versus the Pacers. All right. I don't know. You see the score there. I don't. Does it say who won that game though? Maybe OKC. Maybe I'm not 100%. But Game 5 was the 16th day of the 6th month. She performed in that game. Now she performs in this game involving the Minnesota Lynx and the Fever, when Minnesota Lynx equals the date of the last time she performed in Game 5. Something I caught, look at this. 166 is Tupac's birthday. You see that? Minnesota Lynx, 166. She did Game 5 of the Fever Minnesota the Pacers OKC. Game 5 was 166, the 16th day of the 6th month. They make sure that we know that. Interesting, because that's Tupac's birthday. And notice how Tupac is born in 71, but Tupac too, Minnesota they're known for the Twin Cities. So you got this Minnesota connection here with Tupac because of the Twin Cities. Minnesota has the Twin Cities, St. Paul and Minneapolis, twins. Tupac, born in 71, and that's the date of the incident here, 7/1. I just thought that was interesting to bring up for sure, with that little Tupac connection there. Tupac, Twin Cities, you even get the T. But yes, Tupac born in 71. And that syncs up with the date that the Red Panda falls off the unicycle. Minnesota Lynx 166, that's Tupac's birthday. With this Commissioner's Cup, Fever versus the Lynx. And then the last time she performs, Pacers against OKC in the finals. And that was on the 16th day of the 6th month. Game 5 right there. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if it was the last time, but it says she has performed at countless games, including Game 5. That's the one that they're noting anyways. So what's up with the Red Panda symbolism here? Well, look, you could see here Red Panda even syncs up with Indiana Fever, who was involved in this game. And that's the first name Wrong, even, or wrong. Look at the number connections there. Red Panda, 63. Indiana Fever, 63. You also get 36 with injured, 36 with Red Panda. You see Indiana Fever's got 72. Her first name, 27. Panda, 27. Indiana Fever's got the 108, like injured. 108 is like 18. Red and Panda both equal 18. Red's got 54, like her first name. Of course, she has Red on. Her first name's got R like Red. And you see, that's a perfect match. First name Rong and Red. 27, 18, and 54. Well, it's not a perfect match, but you get the same numbers with Red. So look at all those similar numbers. You may have saw earlier, even Caitlin Clark speaks on the situation. Caitlin Clark sends heartfelt message to Red Panda after scary fall. So this may be some kind of Caitlin Clark ritual, possibly some kind of panda symbolism going on.
You know what? Oh no.
Or maybe she just fell and we can expose the language one more time, right? You were born to be a unicycle rider. As you see right there, unicycle performer. Syncs up with your name even. So I just wanted to bring you, look, there's an update here. Red Panda has fractured left wrist, released from hospital. Fractured left wrist. Remember, halftime 74, the Fever scored 74 in the win. And we have Independence Day, which is 7-4. Don't forget that. Wrist. Okay. Now, let's look at that score again real quick, just on the fly. 74-59. So that's a 15-point victory. And 70, my brain's all over the place right now. 74 plus 59. 133. I was just going to see if there was another 133 there. No. I don't see a 133. Okay, so I'll leave the breakdown there. Again, that's interesting, isn't it? Red Panda. Is red maybe referring to like, that's interesting, isn't it? Is red could be some kind of symbolism too, because we see that we try to catch these patterns with these stories. Red could be symbolizing like Donald Trump or something, red Republican. Panda. Maybe there's something with like Trump and Panda, right? Maybe something with Trump and Panda. We know that there's that black eye symbolism with the panda that's kind of dark, right? A lot of our a lot of decoding channels, like a black eye ritual with the panda, which is not good, right? So that, yeah, there may be something going on. We've had a lot of stories about pandas getting like transferred back and forth, I think, from the US. I've covered a few of those in the past. Like panthers go back to China, stuff like that, or panda, excuse me. I don't know. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little breakdown. Hope you enjoyed that thumbnail there. If I could find a job making thumbnails, that would be awesome. Right? You probably have to know somebody. Let's watch her fall one more time. She's gonna go down hard. Ooh! Right on the behind. So popular unicycle performer Red Panda injured at halftime of WNBA game Fever and the Lynx. But I don't think we get a birthday with her. So that's one thing that we can't find here. Shout out to y'all. Until next time, peace.